Hi guys. So I had a little mishap with my last two videos. As you know, I am recording off of my cell phone, and apparently YouTube has a policy where if it's a long video, you have to go onto a computer and upload it that way, which I couldn't do. So unfortunately, I didn't post the first video that I did that was really long, only the second one. So I will fix that and clear that up. Today has been a rough day. I just found a really massive flare up underneath my left arm, um, making it really hard to lift my arm up. Or pretty much do anything with that arm. It's quite painful. I have my arm resting on the couch holding my phone up, thankfully. Today I kind of wanted to talk about the mental aspect of it, of having HS, just because I've been dealing with it a lot lately, and I think that it's something that's important, that is also a big deal with the disease, not just the medical aspect of it. I have been dealing with severe depression, and anxiety. I've always had depression and anxiety and PTSD, and I've been through a lot of traumatic experiences in my life, and getting this disease on top of it has not been easy at all, to say the least. I think it's important that you seek out help with your feelings and your emotions with this disease. I think that trying to deal with it on your own is just not feasible sometimes. Because I tried and it did not work. It ended up really badly, to the point where I wouldn't leave the house. I had some really great friends. I have really great friends, and I was invited to a lot of different places, and I just wouldn't go at all. I didn't want to leave. The pain and the embarrassment of the disease stops me from doing a lot of social activities. So my social life has suffered quite a bit. And that it's not fair. It's nice to have friends who understand that some days you just can't do anything. Like I can never make plans ahead, because I never know day to day how I'm going to feel, what my day is going to be like, or if I'm going to have a massive flare up and I'm not going to be able to do anything. And that's just how it is. That's just the real thing. And I think it's important to surround yourself around people who can understand that. It is hard to find people like that, but they are out there and they do care. And I feel that if you have a friend or a family member who has HS, please be understanding. Just know that it may be hurting you that they're not going and that they're canceling plans, but you have to look at it from their point of view, how devastating it is to make these plans and to finally be able to go and do something, and then you can't because you have to sit home in agonizing pain for the rest of the night. That's not fun. Like I said before, I feel that it's very important to go into counseling, or just find somebody to talk to. My last surgery was last October, and it was a big surgery for me, and it depressed me quite a bit. The heal time took a lot longer than expected. I had a lot of complications during the heal time. My wounds kept ripping open. I had a lot of bleeding. I was just miserable. I was so miserable, and I got really depressed. And I didn't take care of it. I didn't do anything about it. So I literally just isolated myself at home. I didn't talk to people. Never went anywhere. I didn't want to do anything. I didn't want to be around people. I didn't want to drag people down with my negative emotions and my negative feelings, and who wants to hear about it all day long, because that's really all I could talk about, because it was consuming my life. And finally, after I had my daughter, I went back on a really great antidepressant medication that was recommended to me by some friends who had been taking it and knew others who had taken it. And it has changed a lot. Granted, my disease has gotten a lot worse, so I'm still not able to do a lot of different things, but mentally I feel phenomenal. I feel so much better. I feel like I can do things that I normally just couldn't be able to do. Even just doing housework on a daily basis was a struggle for me, and it was very hard. And even mentally, I just couldn't do it. I couldn't find the strength to do it. And I do it now. Granted, I do have my days where, especially recently, because my HS has gotten so bad, that I just physically can't do a lot. I make sure that the kids are taken care of. I make sure that they're fed. I make sure that they're safe. But other than that, I just can't do a lot. And then I have other days where I'm just busting it out left and right, which is what I did the past 2 days. And now I have a massive flare up. I will probably have to go to the ER to have it lanced and packed. I could make an appointment with my surgeon, but I'm a little upset right now, due to the fact that I feel like I'm getting the runaround with the surgery. And by the time he would even get me in for an appointment, it would be too late. So the ER here is great. I've met a lot of really good doctors here who know me by name. They've taken care of me quite a few times, and they help me, at least temporarily, to relieve some of the pain. Like I said, it's really bad right now. I'm having a really hard time lifting my arm up. It hurts everywhere. That's how I noticed it, because I noticed that my arm was exceptionally painful today. And I happened to go into the bathroom and look, and there it was. But yeah, like I said, the mental aspect of it is hard. It's depressing. It's embarrassing. For one, HS is not a pretty disease. It's disfiguring. It's disgusting. You have open wounds, and you have leakage, and you have, these smells. And no matter how many times you clean yourself or how many times you change your bandages, it's still there. And even if you don't know if other people can smell it or see it, it's there. And it's embarrassing to go out into public. Every time I go out into public, I feel like that's all people can see. And I will ask my fiance quite a few times. Sorry, my puppy's growling at the curtain. I'll ask him quite a few times, can you see this? Is it noticeable? What's going on? And he assures me that it's fine, but that's all I can think about. And then so I end up having really bad anxiety in the store, and I end up leaving while he checks out, because I can't be in the store anymore. I can't be around people because I feel like I am just being stared at by everybody, even though it's not true. And I think that's got to be a feeling that everybody with HS has. I have had some embarrassing moments out in public with HS too, where you could actually see the leakage, or something burst and I didn't know, and my clothes don't look the greatest either. First of all, I have 2 young children, so I've got stains all over my clothes. But I also have stains in other areas from having previous abscesses and things of that nature. And I have kids, so my kids come first. I buy them what they need, and I don't have time to buy. I don't have money to buy myself new clothes, so my clothes look shabby, and it's embarrassing. It really is. And like I said, the mental aspect of it is just, it's so bad. And I hope that anybody who's watching this, who's going and dealing with that, can get the help that they need. And even just going and talking to a counselor. You don't even have to go on medication. Just go and talk to somebody. I was seeing a really great counselor at our local mental health, and he was helping me with a lot of different things. He was helping me with my self-image, my self-esteem, my depression, my anxiety, things of all that nature. And he was really good. And he didn't put me on any medication. My primary did, but he gave me some tools that kind of worked. And just helped. And sometimes it's just nice to talk to somebody. I know that you have people in your life that you talk to on a daily basis and that you can express these emotions to, but sometimes it's better to open up to somebody who is on the outside looking in, who isn't personally connected to you, because for some reason you just open up more. I mean, my fiance, I can talk to him about anything in the world, and I do. I'm a very honest person. I don't hold back any kind of emotions that I'm feeling. I'm very honest, and I always have him to talk to, but talking to a counselor made a big difference as well, because I was able to open up about things that I may not have been necessarily opening up fully to him about, and it helped quite a bit. I have since not been back in mental health, but I am going back. I want to go back before this next surgery, because what happened the last time. I don't want it to happen again. I don't want to go through that depressive state. I don't want to put my children through that, or my family through that, or me through that, because it was a very dark time. I felt like I was drowning, and even though I was in an open room, I felt like I was being suffocated, and it's really rough. So please, anybody who's dealing with HS or who's dealing with the pain or anything, just find somebody to talk to. I guarantee you it will be a lot better. And it's hard. I know it's hard to trust people, to trust outsiders, especially with something that's so embarrassing and that's so devastating to your life. But it helped me, and I hope that it can help somebody else. I just want to make a better life for my children, and the only way that I can do that is by making my health and my mental health a little bit better, and I'm trying. The last few days, like I said, I was doing really good. I mean, I was in pain, but I could manage through it. I was, up and cleaning and doing stuff, and I even made dinner. I didn't make pre-made stuff. I didn't order anything out. I made dinner, like I was doing really good. And then, like I said, this morning I woke up and I tried to do the same thing again, and I noticed that my arm was doing pretty bad, and I looked and there it is. So I will most likely have to go in to have it lanced, just so I can get some of the deep pain in my arm to go away, release some of the pressure. So if I do go in, I will be recording that. To show you guys what happens. I'll be recording the procedure, and I will be recording the aftermath and how I'm feeling and what's going on. I feel that it's important to show that as well too, because a lot of people don't see the nitty-gritty aspect of HS. They just read a description and they say, oh, well, that doesn't look too bad. But when you have a scalpel that's going in 3 inches in your armpit, and then you have like a whole thing of packing in there, stretching out this already pretty painful wound, that's pretty bad. And unfortunately for me, the only way I can actually get mine to calm down enough to where I can function for a little bit is by having them lanced and packed. I do try to take care of them on my own at home, but unfortunately they're back within a couple days, if less. I've had them come back once a day, actually, for some of them that I've taken. Some of them that I've taken care of. So I will be recording all of that as well too, and I will start making videos on a daily basis. Like I said, I had that mess up with the long video that never posted, and I'm a little irritated about that because I worked really hard on it, and I spent like 2 hours trying to upload it. It was very frustrating. But I will make the videos a little bit shorter, and I'll make more frequent videos. It's easier to do it when the kids are down for a nap or when they're in bed. So right now they're on the nap, well, semi-nap. My son's in the bedroom defying me at the moment. He's protesting naps. So I will make a video if it does get worse later on tonight. Like I said, I will be going in tonight to have it lanced, because that's the best time that we can go in, because my fiance does work and I'm the only one that watches the children. So that's that. So I will see you guys in a little bit. I'll post another video after the kids go to bed and let you know where I stand on my trip to the ER. And I will also be showing you the pictures, and I will be recording and showing you underneath my arms, my scars, the new one that I have, and giving descriptions about that as well too. So I hope you guys have a pain-free day, and I will see you in a little bit. Bye.